Okay with that old head knowledge. So I want to go ahead and give y'all this content real quick. What we're reporting on today is R. Kelly, and it seems that R. Kelly is has overdosed. And this is kind of old news, but we're just going to play the audio real quick, and then I'm going to give my commentary on what I think about the entire situation. So let's get into it. Okay, having some problems. Oh, there we go. Mm. Okay, so let's talk about it real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen for a minute, and let's get back to where I am. Okay, so here are my thoughts on this situation. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm free R. Kelly all day. I'm not even gonna lie, but at the same time, is he guilty of some of the things that they accused him of that he was convicted of? Sure, he was, but at the same time, let's look at the humanity piece of this, right? And some people say he doesn't deserve mercy or he doesn't deserve grace or whatever the case may be, but you do deserve your civil and human rights, right? He went to prison. He's serving his term. He was, and by the way, I don't think they mentioned this, but because of the danger that he's in, he was seeking to be put on house arrest to serve out the rest of his term. And we pretty much know that that's probably not going to go anywhere. He was also reaching out to President Trump to receive clemency or pardon for him to be freed from prison early. It could happen. I'm not going to say I'm not going to disqualify that option. It could happen. But in the meantime, prayers for R. Kelly. And then they say he has blood clots. Now, I am a person who has experienced that firsthand. And as a matter of fact, I almost died from those blood clots, almost died from them. So that is a very, very perilous and dangerous thing. And here's the other part that I don't even think they mentioned in this video that we just watched, that you just witnessed, that they removed him, the officials from the jail, before he was able to be treated. They removed him from the jail. I mean, I'm sorry, from the hospital, and put him back in the jail. And he was not discharged by the hospital staff. And I think that there is a deliberate, um, what's the word I'm looking for here? I think a deliberate attempt, okay, to get him out of the way because it is said that he has some very vital information, some important information that could be seen as like a whistleblower about what's going on in the prison, attempts on his life to kill him because of the information that he has that he will disclose, and that he's going to expose some people, some very important people. So you know how that goes. My thoughts overall, I hope and pray that. I mean, here's the only part that was confusing me. So they gave him his medication, whatever his normal dosage was. As any person, why would you take extra not knowing what the effects would be? That was the only pushback I had on his story. I'm like, okay, so they come to you, you're in solitary confinement. I think that was punishment for him disclosing whatever he disclosed. But they give you your normal dose of medication. Then you get another dosage of medication probably very soon after. Why would you take it? Now, I don't know if they have to witness him actually taking the medication. Was he coerced? Was he forced to take the medication at that point? And if he didn't, there were going to be consequences. I don't know all the specifics of that, but it just doesn't make sense that you would take your normal dose of medication and then go ahead and take extra medication. And if you know anything about taking meds, I'm going to get back to my blood clot story in a minute. If you know anything about taking meds, well, when you take that medication, it tells you to take a certain dosage for a reason because it can have some very adverse effects on you. There are a lot of medications you can take coupled with another medication. There are a lot of medications you can take with taking alcohol, although some people do it. But going back to my story, but that's just my take on that part. Like, why would you take extra medication? But anyway, moving on. The next part about the blood clots. So he has blood clots. I'm pretty sure that's from the conditions in the prison, probably sitting long periods of time. You don't have a lot of latitude to move around, not a lot of mobility as it pertains to a prison. I'm pretty sure you can walk around, things of that nature. But I also think age may also be contributing to the condition that he's in right now. So let's talk about it. So I almost died from my blood clots, literally. By the time they figured out what it was, I went and got ultrasound done, this, that, and the other. I ended up developing pulmonary embolisms, which were all my lungs. So they had to use heparin to burn the or to get rid of the pulmonary embolism. So that can be very detrimental and it could lead to death. You've seen NBA stars that have had blood clots, and Chris Bosh had to retire from the NBA because of that condition. Just recently, you had Damon Lillard. He also had blood clots. Wemby, I forgot his whole name, but you know what I'm talking about. Wemby, the basketball player. So these guys have had blood clots, and all of them are survivors. Okay, but that can be a very dangerous thing if not treated correctly. So the fact that they removed him from the hospital, but that leads me to believe that they want him to die, and they're going to try to do it by any means necessary. There was also allegations that there was a guy from the Aryan Brotherhood who denounced the Brotherhood, but was asked or requested to take out R. Kelly. And allegedly, he went to R. Kelly and told him about the plot, and that was that. And that's another ace in the hole that R. Kelly had. But again, that's all speculative. So y'all, this is JD okay with that old head knowledge, man. We praying for R. Kelly, and praying for his health. I'm an R. Kelly fan, so I'm never gonna stand against him. Like I said, he do some things that are wrong for sure, as we all have. But at the end, we also have to know, man, people deserve grace and mercy, and we're praying for him. Hopefully, not saying he will get out, but maybe they could transfer him to another prison. But I don't even think that's going to be a good solution, just because of the information that he has. So y'all, this is JD okay with that old head knowledge, man. I want y'all to make sure you subscribe to my channel. And hey man, look, let's get those likes up. Leave your comments if you want to comment on these things. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully, you learn something from it. And like I said, just give me your thoughts, comments. I will respond back. All right, thank y'all. I appreciate you.